So, Xena, what brings you here? What brings me here to Rushland, or Rushland Gathering, as its full name is to somehow talk you out of a war that's been going on since what, 2021, YL? Something like that? A war between the Rushland of Ukraine land. Somehow you've gotten it into your head that this war will make Rushland a overmight again? How does that work? I mean, do you truly believe that Rushland will be seen as a overmight again by prolonging a war with a smaller land? And before you answer that, don't you say it's a double standard and bring up how, oh, the 4-1 Reichs went to war with Afghani land and Iraqish land, and, well, they're not warring with them anymore. So you can't work that as your forgiveness for your war. And you can't say the forgiveness between, and you can't say the Holy Land and Palestinian land war or the Iranish war, because Iran land had to bullshit themselves into that war too. And you can't say the war between South Korea's land, North Korea's land is your forgiveness either. Well, I was going to bring that up. Yeah, the double standard, Vladimir, right? Yeah. Yeah, true, Russia, true that 4-1 Reichs no longer war with you, Afghani land or Iraq land anymore. It's true that Holy Land still war on and off with Palestinian land. India's land and Pakistanish land have a war of words. And North and South Korea's land, we just don't know if they're really warring or not. And as far as Iranish land goes, I don't know why they wanted to help Palestinian land out. That's their thing. So you don't know why the other lands are warring, and I don't even know if East Land and Taiwanese land are really war with each other. You don't know if those other lands are warring. You don't know if they're war of words or a true war, but you'll go off and have a war with another land, and then you'll bullshit about why you can't end it. Here are the forgivenesses you came up with, Vladimir, and they are really sad forgivenesses. I want Rushland to be an overmight again. Oh, I can't end the war. I'll lose all self. Rushland will lose its onlook. Or how about the other one you came up with one time? That you told FORESITTER, of the 4-1 Reichs and the first Wicker of the 4-1 Kingdom, I can't end the war because my war fighters don't want to stop warring. Okay, that's all bullshit right there. How many more forgivenesses do you have for not ending a war? Let me guess. Oh, if I end the war, they'll choose me. They won't pick me again. Is that going to be the next one? How many forgivenesses do you got there, Vladimir? What's the next one? Oh, if I stop the war, I'm going to lose all my gal. There's always got to be something about you all the time, right? How do you know all those things I come up with? Vladimir, I've heard you with all your forgivenesses before. Those are going to be new ones you're going to come up with. And when I ask you why you haven't stopped the war, you'll say, if I stop the war, then my shoes won't fill right my feet anymore. Oh, I can't stop the war. If I stop the war, oh, Rushland will lose all its sundry time zones. Will go crazy or something, or some bullshit forgiveness you'll come up with. Or you'll say, if I end the war, they won't see me as a good leader and they won't choose me again, or whatever the fuck you come up with. Well, I'm still working on that. You're still working on that. Well, let's be earnest. You thought that Ukraine land would just yield to you. You thought Ukraine land would say, all right, Rushland, we don't want our freedom anymore. Even though we want our freedom from you and not between 91 YL, fuck that. We don't want our freedom. Let's be a settling of you again. Let's be a wreck again. And that didn't happen, right? You met someone who was as stubborn as you were. Is that right? You to talk, Xena. You were warlord. You were fear striker. Don't pull up the double standards, Vladimir. Don't bring up my mistakes and my sinful past. All right? I was a warlord. I was a fierce striker. And I did do the same kind of bullshit that you did. But at least most of all my wars came to an end. I didn't bullshit and make up forgivenesses for why I couldn't end them. So, what's it going to be? How long do you think you can keep this war going? Do you think your war fighters will want to fight forever? Do you think the folks back home are going to keep on backing you up? Do you not think the Winnemult won't say, hey, enough is enough. Our bold men and women are dying. And for what? To make Russland an overmight again? I don't think so. I choose to end the war. Yeah. How long can you do it for, Vladimir? Forever? I don't think wars can go on forever. Well, the way you're going at it, Vladimir, you want to see if you get to you want to be put in the book of Guinness World Reckonings for the longest war in the nowadays. Russland and Ukraine land. Been warring since 2021 while and hasn't come to an end. Even though many lands have come up with ways to help them, they don't want to listen to anyone. So, is that what you want? You want to be written up in the book of Guinness World Reckonings of the longest war, the war it never end? Because I don't know what you want. Well, I don't know, but asking you to come here was a good thing. You shame me, tell me that war is wrong. Yeah, war is wrong, Vladimir. War is evil. And the only grounds of why a land should go war against another land is to fight to shield themselves and to stop the evil and keep the rest. And I don't see this war doing any of that. Well, I don't want to talk to you anymore. We have already talked too much. I think that's your bind, Vladimir. You haven't talked enough. And I think that everybody's going to keep on asking you to end the war until you do. You think they're going to give up? Do you think that the 4-1 Reichs and the 4-1 Kingdom and other lands will say, yeah, we'll just fucking give up. Russland doesn't want to end this war. Do you think that's going to happen? Because I don't think so. All right, we are done talking. You get out of my womb and you go back home. You're not welcomed in Russland anymore. Yeah, why would I want to be welcomed in Russland again anyway? Why would I? It's a land that, why would I want to be welcomed back here again? What do I get out of it? Cool folks looking at me with sadness in their eyes. Other folks wondering if the war is going to come to an end. And other folks wondering, is she here to buy some of our beer? Or is she here to, I come to Russland to bring love, to bring rest, and hopefully talk you out of ending a war, but that's not just going to happen, XENA says. I guess I got to go back and tell my good friends, sorry, Vladimir's too stubborn. I can't get him to shift. How do you say, fuck this?